Good morning, Verve Cup racers. I'm meteorologist Chris Bedford with your outlook for today's racing. Looking at the surface weather map, we can see that there is high pressure over the Great Lakes, and that high pressure is expected to move to the east today, but right now we have a very slack pressure gradient. You'll notice out to the west the isobars are starting to pile up, and that's suggesting that once that high does move out to the east, we'll have a bit more gradient in the picture. But for today, most of the wind is going to be thermally driven simply by the temperature difference between the water and what's happening in the heating that will be taking place on shore. So that's our primary driver for today's wind. Right now we have beautifully clear skies, so we should have good heating occurring. There is a bit cooler air mass in place, so today's highs will probably only make it up into the sort of mid and upper 70s, maybe up to 80 degrees. It'll be a little bit warmer inland. Some of that cooler air will be because we do get the lake breeze and we get the cooler water off the lake. But a beautiful dry day setting up for today. The models are all in very good agreement this morning. This is the forecast for 8 o'clock. You can see very light winds. Our wind scale is over here on the right side. So basically from 0 to 30 knots, and we're well down into the under 5 knot range here at 8 o'clock this morning. And what we expect to see is essentially as the land heats up, we'll start to see a little bit of increase in the breeze, and also the wind direction will start to back around and become more southeast to east-southeast, and we'll get a bit more of wind speed build with time. You'll notice that the wind in this type of pattern is a bit stronger in closer to shore, and that it gets lighter as you sail offshore. There's also a little bit of a bend in the wind. You'll notice that it's a bit more right shifted in close to shore and a little bit more left shifted the further offshore you sail. It's a fairly typical feature in this type of breeze. And that wind will slowly increase through the afternoon. This is our forecast for about 5 o'clock this evening. So the winds are going to peak somewhere in the 3 to 4 time frame, and then we'll see the breeze start to ease off once the sun gets lower in the sky and our heating ends. This is the wind speed forecast table for today, or wind forecast table for today. So basically looking for these light, very light and patchy winds this morning to essentially back into the southeast as I described, and then we also start to see a little bit of filling going on sort of in the late morning to midday period, and then our maximum breeze is going to be in this mid-afternoon period. Sort of 10 to 14 knots is the range for the average this afternoon. Wouldn't be surprised to see it pop up briefly a little bit stronger than that, but for the most part it looks like an excellent light to moderate sailing day and excellent weather out there today. For tomorrow, looking like a bit stronger breeze because we'll have the gradient and the lake breeze component working together, and that should help us get a little bit more pressure on the race course. So everyone be safe out there and have a good day of racing.